refreshingly, this level actually starts out in 2D. It's just the first half of the level, but it counts for something. I'm getting tired of all the 3D levels in this game. They're not designed very well. Pain. Let's face it. That's not how I usually go through that part. I was a bit, not paying attention. Where was I? Oh yes, there's only one new enemy type in this level, and that would be the Guardian. Killed one earlier. It's the kind of purple giant thing that fires off some sort of green stuff. Technically, there's two versions. There's also an orange one here that has a shockwave attack, and if you hit it with a fully charged shot while it's just standing there, it'll fall over. And the purple one. I think it's supposed to be poison gas, but that doesn't make sense because poison gas doesn't hurt you when you touch it unless, like, X breathes through his skin. Which, as I recall, he doesn't because he has breathing animations sometimes. So yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I personally think it's acid because it's green, but also sort of looks like acid. Could be fire, but green fire only happens when you burn certain things. And, well, I don't know. They could be burning newspapers in there. What do I know? Jump over that. Fall back and destroy those things and almost get hit by... I think I almost get hit by that. It's weird how the background works. Things come in from in front of you, and the 2D and 3D don't really work together very well when you're limited to one. Usually. There are some situations where they do, and those games are amazing, but this isn't one of them. Also, there are bombs everywhere for some reason. They don't actually hurt the terrain, they just kind of explode and hurt you, which I guess makes some sense. There have been stages in the past that do that, but it still just reminds me of Splash Warfly's stage, so I can't take that gameplay mechanic seriously. Nor can I take Dragon Blasters that don't actually hurt you seriously. Yep, these guys, they can't hurt you. They will fire their little fire blasts at the background or the floor and be completely useless. Yes, it's sad, but also hilarious. And Area 2. So here's a question. What's the purpose of a lava factory anyway? Are they actually building lava like the name would imply? Because that doesn't make sense. Is it a geothermal plant? Are they actually just using the lava to heat up steam and create like electricity through turbines or something? Because that would make sense, but I don't see any of that happening, so I can't really think that's the case. They're either doing that or they're just extracting the lava for use in, I don't know, whatever you use lava for. I don't know, they use it for robots, something like that, I don't know. All the robots that use lava attacks need to have lava built from the lava factory, I guess. That's my only explanation. If you have a better one, post it in a comment down below, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, jump over this thing, try and avoid the laser dishes. If those things hurt you, they'll knock you down to the ground, and you can't get up until you've hit the ground. If the ground is lava, then they basically will just kill you. So yeah, that's a really fair gameplay mechanic. Take out that guy very carefully. And this guy is no longer a threat because his friend is dead. You can jump over both of their shots too, but it's easier to do it this way. Switching to Axel because there's a segment, if you keep going the normal way, that basically is impossible to get through safely. Whoa! You almost need Axel to get through it. It's possible otherwise, but either way you need extreme amounts of luck, which I tend not to have. I've only gotten past it twice successfully, so yeah, skipping that part. I don't want to have to do this for another week. On to Flame Hyenard.
It hurts! So, you're that Hyenard. You've been diagnosed with a malfunction. You must come with me. Oh, it's you that's causing my suffering! Then if I tear you to pieces, the pain will stop! The sickness is already in its late stages. I don't think he'll come quietly.
He's not going to go quietly, he says. Yes, well, no kidding. We're fighting Flame Hyenard here. Of course he's not going quietly. As best as you can, try and get on top of this goat thing. I like the left leg. It seems to be a little bit easier if you can kind of jump properly. There we go, on top. And it's pretty much smooth sailing from here. You can also shoot the legs and make them stop moving, but that's not necessarily a necessity. I find it a little bit more difficult to do, actually. Just try and dodge the missiles. As long as the goat thing is stopped moving, missiles will be fired. If you move back, then Flame Hyenard will too, and he can trap you in his tri-formation if you're in the center. The tri-formation is impossible to get out of once you're inside of it. Maybe energy weapons can allow you to do so, but either way, it's not something you want to have happen. Just try and keep your distance from him, and try not to get hit by those missiles. Wait for the cues. Blow off the ears if you want. Those antenna things will stop the missiles from firing. And try and stay just around the perimeter of the goat monster. Come on. Thank you. It's all just a war of attrition with this guy. He's not very difficult. All of his attacks are easily dodgeable. You just have to make sure not to get hit by any of them. Now, this guy's infamous for his voice, which unfortunately, since I'm playing... That was close. Since I'm playing the Japanese version of the game, we're not going to get a chance to hear. Unless I play a clip from it later, which I plan to do. We'll see just how bad Flame Hyenard really is. I almost got hit. That would have been really bad. But thankfully, he is down! Oh my god, finally! I hate this guy's stage. Mostly just that one segment which I explained, and will explain further in the extras and outtakes. Alright, he's dead. Whew. I'm starting to get tired of this game, but we only have one more Maverick to go. Just one. And he happens to be the worst, but just one. Anyways, though, Flame Hyenard gives us the Circle Blaze. It's basically just a fire blast. If you charge it up, it's a bigger fire blast. Originality is cool! Odd, it says it didn't have any time. Huh. Does that always happen? I've never noticed that. I could have sworn it usually gave us some sort of a time thing at the end of it. I could be wrong, though. I didn't know it was ever different. Either way, let's save this so I never have to play this thing again. Nope, I already saved. Return to results screen. And return to stage select screen so that I can exit. Yes, go to stage select. Nope. Alright, one more to go. Just one more Maverick to go. And he's not going to be fun. Until then, though, we got some outtakes and we got some extras. Lots and lots of outtakes, and they're all in one spot. Guess where? Enjoy. Alright, the armor capsule is down here, as soon as I can get around to the... Thank you. Just past the useless Dragon Blaster. It'll be the arm part. Good old X. Take, lowercase, this Buster part. It will let you charge special weapons. But remember, it must only be used for good. You gotta remind him every single time. Also, you'll notice it doesn't do anything else. That's right, folks, this weapon only allows you to charge Buster parts. Or boss weapons. It doesn't increase your Buster's damage, doesn't give you some fourth charge shot at the end. It just lets you use the... That's it. The charge shot is the exact same as before. At least from what I can tell. I haven't noticed any difference. It still seems to do the same amount of damage. It's just, you know, charge up weapons now. So yeah, really, really original. It does look kind of coolish, sort of. I don't know, it looks like Roll's weapon from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Anyways, one more extra. I take that back, actually. I noticed that this weapon does have something new to it. The charge shots have little, like 3 little pellets coming out of the sides that seem to home in on enemies. Maybe it's just me, but it's kind of cool, I guess. Anyways, there's the heart tank in case you want it. It's on top of a poison gas vent. Grab that quickly, and try not to get hit by the... Case in point, that's the instant death I mentioned. Alright, we're back here again, and I've only died once more. I really hate those radar dishes. Anyways, though, after you get the heart tank, I'm gonna explain why that one section is nigh impossible. You move past these guys, no problem. Get past these ones here, that's pretty easy. Get over here. And here. You notice there's one poison gas vent down there. I got lucky this time. Usually there are 3. It's kind of randomized how many there are. Most of the time it's 3. If there are 3, it's pretty much impossible to get past. Theoretically, I guess you're supposed to stand between them and just move forward slowly, but the moment you drop down, this happens. And that happens. And that's just stupid. I don't know whose idea that was, but I don't like them at all now. Also, Utuberos here. Or, not Utuberos, that's from X1. The Dragon Blasters is what they're actually called. I'm just going to show the rest of the stage for how it is, I guess, since this is, you know, the extras and stuff. There's a whole bunch of those guys over here. Make sure you take those out, because they can shoot you from behind. Come on. And a couple of Mets up front. Just all around lots of things that can shoot you. There we go. And this guy. He's a Guardian, just a lot bigger. He has the exact same amount of health as a Guardian. He's just bigger. Yeah, so, that's that. Enjoy the outtakes. Assuming you haven't already seen enough of them from the extras itself, which I died repeatedly on. Anyway, the factory. Oh, wow. I actually got hit by that guy. And to explain why that's funny, I'm going to just stand here. That's why that's funny. This guy can't actually hurt you if you stand far enough away from him. But I didn't stand far enough away from him because I'm an idiot. And that is known as the pain. I hate it when a med hits me. It's salting. It's just pure, solid insulting. You gonna die? Okay, I guess not. Whatever. Okay, that's... next time, kill that guy. All right, good to know. Good to know. It's my 3rd run. I'm still learning. Yeah. Also, the whole, like, you know, depth perception of this level also makes it kind of suck. And the fact that I couldn't see because there was an explosion in the foreground. Thank you, video games. Here we have some time bombs, which is odd because there was a couple in the beginning and then some here, and that was nothing in the middle. Just, you know, let's reuse old, the satellite guard radar things, or whatever they're supposed to be called. I don't remember. I really don't care. They hit me with a thing. I was just damaged by echolocation. This game makes sense behind him. It's kind of sad. And now the most difficult part of video game history. God dang it! Science fact, in 1 million or couple billion years, that happens, you know, all the magma at the Earth's core cools, will basically become Mars. I just took damage. I should stop being scientific. Which isn't hard to do, actually. Oh, come on. What was that? That was... Ugh! Careful of those things. And lava, of course. Unfortunately, that shaft also has poison gas, which we will see shortly. The only way to avoid it is to move really quickly and jump into lava, because wall jumping sucks in this game. It's down, so move forward as quickly as possible. And, okay, that didn't work. At all. Also, the flyers are respawning because I'm taking too long. Okay, enough of that. As soon as this one goes down, I'm moving forward. Go! Uh-oh, don't go! Don't go! Well. Better now than never. And that didn't work at all, because I can't jump that far. Thank you, video games. Don't hurt me. I don't want to die. I might actually make it to Flame Hyenard at this rate. It's been, like, days since I made it to Flame Hyenard. I hate this segment. I've only gotten past it twice, actually. Twice, I think, successfully. This would be either my 2nd or my 3rd successful gotten to this point thing. And no more poison gas here, either. It's a miracle. Oh, the outtakes will show. Oh, get your paint! Well, so much for the outtakes. Although, Zero was right. He didn't go quietly. This boss is infamous. Beyond infamous. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you apparently haven't been redoing anything about my I just fell into lava. That's not how you do that, by the way. That's not how it's done. If I hadn't figured out that you can bypass that nigh impossible part, this guy would probably get an 8 or a 9. Shucks, if I was playing the American version of the game and I had to listen to that voice actor scream, "Burn to the ground!" I'd probably give him a 10. As it stands, however, Flame Hyenard gets a 3 out of 10. Poor guy's got a really easy-to-exploit AI, a fairly straightforward stage with some cheap, though doable mechanics, and really just takes no more than planning and preparation. Almost all my outtakes were just from that one little bridge segment with the poison gas. Remove that from the equation, and this perfect run took me about 20 minutes as opposed to the 3 weeks it's been. We've got one more boss, and this game is over with. One more boss, and I can start playing the fun games again. It's taken far, far too long, and while it's fun to make fun of, it's ultimately very, very draining to play X7. Still, I enjoy it as a whole. It's fun for me to actually beat the game. It's fun for me to yell at it. It's not fun for me to have to do it over and over, but hey, that's fine. I've got the patience, and I'm stubborn enough to see it through. Until then, this is Kevil, signing out. Ciao.